Salvete et Pace. We're back. Capitulum quartum, chapter 4. Dominus et Servi, the master and the servants. Personae, the actors. Julius, Aemilia, et Medus. And then they're gonna give you a dose of what we already learned. So make sure you already got those chapters before this down pat before starting this one. And we're gonna explain all the new things. Saculus Julii non parus est. The sack of Julius is not small. And once you get to this point, if you already been following along, you should start to hear the translations as I speaking it at this point. In saculo eus is pecunia, and the sack of hers is money. And they already did this in the first chapter, but they ain't been teaching it, but they did already give you an example. And they say in Italia, and notice in Imperio Romano, they would say in the Roman Empire in this form. So they're gonna teach this form. We got the O at the end for the most part. We're gonna see some of that, and also we're gonna see personal pronouns, his, her, hers, and stuff like that. And then a couple other things we're gonna learn in this. We're gonna see when we get there. And saculo eus is pecunia, basically saying in the sack of hers, in his sack is money. Pecunia, a new word, money, and numus, coin. Julius pecuniam in saculo habit. Julius have money in his sack. See, again, in saculo. The word for sack is sacus, but when you say in saculus is the name for the sack, but we saying in the sack. So you change form in saculo. Aemilia saculum videt Juliumque interrogat. Aemilia looks at the sack and asks Julius, quot numi sunt in saculo tuo? How much coins are in your sack? And also the adjective your what? Your sack. So either that take on the same form of sack or anything that is attached to. In saculo tuo. Julius responded. Julius responds, centum, 100. Num hic centum numi sunt. Is it not 100 coins here? Hic, here. Isn't it? Is there not? And you see, sunt is there, but regardless of saying are, it's implied. Is it not 100 coins here? Julius pecunia numerat. Julius counts the money. Unus, you see numerat, another new verb, counts. Unus, duo, tres, quator, quinque, sex, septem, octo, novem, decem, quid, decem tantum. What? Only 10. We have another word, tantum. Very common when you read Latin text. You can see that a lot. Only. So they're going to add more and more as we go. Iulius russus pecuniam numerat. Another new word, russus, means again. And Julius again counts the money. Unus, duo, tres, quator, novem, decem. In numerus numerum non escentum sed decem tantum. The number of coins is not 100, but it's only 10. Tantum, again, only 10. Iulius, they get quid, what? In saculo meo non centum, and my sack is not at 100. Sed tantum decem numi sunt, but only 10 coins. There are only 10 coins. Ubi sunt cetere numi. Where are the other coins? Cetere. Servi mei ubi sunt. Where are the slaves of my slaves? So yeah, my slaves of mine will be different. So we are my slaves, our servants. Servus tuus medus hices. Your servant medus is here. Iulius servum sum medum videt. Julius sees the servant, his servants. Another new word, suum servum, his servants. And suum take on the form of whatever's his that he talking about in that form. When you see it, he sees his servants, so his becomes suum, because it's being acted on, just like the word servum is being acted on. Also medum is being acted on. So I was telling you in the last video, no matter how many adjectives I put in there, they are going to be acted on by we that sees. He sees his servant medus. That's all the things he's seeing, right? He could have said he see his big servant magnum. He would have still been in magnum for him in that form. Magnum sum serum medum. Davum non we did. Davus he don't see. So even if he don't do something, that still being acted on, seeing or don't see. Medus addes. Medus is here, and you see all he does is add to the word s is here instead of using heek. That's another way of doing that. He also gives you in his book all the different things you're going to come across in the Latin language, the different ways of doing the same things. Once you learn a bunch of different ways as an author or speaker, any way is right, as long as they give the communication, or the point of our language being to communicate. That was not addes said abyss. So again, ab this time to abyss. So you should know that's absent of this is here. And remember that's where we get absent from. You can remember which one is which by a be always going to be away, because the word absent. That was not at this. That was is not here. It's not here, but said abis, absent, away. Julius Amelia et Madus adsunt. Julius et Amelia. Julius and Amelia. And Medus is here. Are here. So you see, instead of S, since the three of them, they talking about it's sunt, but you still add your ad. Davus Catherique Servi absunt. Davos and the other servants are absent. And you got Greek servants in there too. You know, even at war. So you got captives and stuff like that. You got Davos, Anteros, and Lapario. He got 100 Kentum. Say, quid, what? Uno servus tantum ades. One only, tantum. Only one slave is here. Ubi es Davus. Where's Davus? Davum Woka. Called Davus. So we got a new form. We got a new form of the verb. As like when they start off the video, say salvete. They saying be well, all to all. So it's a command saying do something. Once you use a verb to tell somebody to do something, you tell them run, jump, shut up. So we got these verbs, and basically it's easy. You see, it'll be wokat of he called, she called, it calls that we had in the last chapters. But you take the T off and just woka, telling somebody at that moment call. So call, and they also take on the accusative object form because the verb acting on him now. I've been saying Davus was calling, acting on it. That's him doing the verb. Ain't the verb acting on him. You know, he acting on him and telling him to call Davus. Telling anybody to see the saying, call Davus. You know, that's how we talk all the time. Giving commands. That's why they call us the imperative, like a imperial. Giving commands. Merus daun wokat. Merus called Davus. Dawe said Davus medum non audit neque venit. He called Davus Dawe, but Davus doesn't hear non audit medus. Neque and doesn't when it comes. And medus versus Davun wokat. Medus calls Davus again. Versus. Or medus again calls Davus. And I could do that because in English we do have ways we can say sentences differently but still make sense out of it, and that you cannot do it in English. We do it all the time. We'll say things one way, and then you could mix the words up another way and still keep the same communication, still get an understanding. So I would do that so you can get an understanding of listening to when I say the sentence in a non-English word order form, but you still can be able to hear it out. So you say, Dawe, Winnie, Davus come. Another way we see when it, which is he, she, or it is coming or comes. When you want somebody to use that as a command, when he, you tell him come. And then you see also Wolcott calls, you can say Wolka. calling him. Call and tell him where to call. So Davus winit, he comes. And again, it don't be Dawum winit because he ain't acting on him. He is coming. See, that's like S in there. Yamdu Servi adsunt. Now two servants is here. Servants is here. Personae Iuius Aemilia Medus et Davus. And Davus qui Dominus suum non videt medum interrogat. Do the top line first. Davus qui who Dominus suum, his master, non videt, don't see. Medum interrogat, medus asks. Quides medi? He said, shh. Dominus ades saluta Dominum. Saluta Dominum. He said, be quiet. The master's here. Salute the master. Tell him, saluta. Telling him to do it. Salute the master. Dominum. Yeah, so that's what he say. Davus, who does not see his master, medus interrogat, quides medi. So he asks him. So he said, what's up, Medi? But he didn't see his master in the room. Medus telling him to shut up. You see master in there. Master here. Salute him. Servus Dominum salutat. The servant salutes the master. Salve Domine. You see. Salve. That's how you salute one person. Salvete is plural. And Domine is also an accusative and the imperative that match salve. Basically is a we'll get to that when we get to the grammar. The Dominus servum salutat. I already said that. Quides Domine, what's up, master? Taki servi, taki et audi. He said, shh, be quiet, servant. Be quiet and listen. Audi. Servus tacit. The servant is quiet. Be quiet. He's quiet. And then you can see it shuts up. In our modern time, we say shut up. And saculo meo sunt decem tatum numi. In the sack of mine are 10 coins. Obi sunt ceteri numi mei. Where is the rest of my coin? Where are the rest of my coins? Davus tacit, neque respondet. Davus shuts up and don't respond. Responde Dawe. Dominus te interrogat. Answer Davus. Your master questions you. The master questions you. Te. Or we can say, your master's asking you to make it more in our modern tongue. Davus responded. Davus responds. Pecunia tua hic non is interroga medum. Your money is not here. Ex medus. Julius medum interrogat. Julius ex medum medus. Ubi sunt numi mei medi? He said, where are my money? Medi, medus. Medus nullum verbum responded. Medus doesn't say a word. Say is not a word. Well, nullum is another version. We say not a lot. A lot of these words like de, non, nullum ends with an N, so you would know it's nothing, not, don't. It'd be like a negative. That's where we get the word negative from. And not, nothing. All those words ends with N in English, so you can see a lot of those type of words also in Latin. Medus nullum verbum responded. Julius Russus eum interrogat. Julius again asks him, eum. And again, Russus is again. Ubi est pecunia mea? Responded, said away. Where is my money? Respond, servant. Medus daum accusat. Medus accuses Davus. And pecunia tua in saculo davi es Davus pecuniam tuam habit. The money, your money, is in the sack of Davus. Davus has your money. He's saying two different ways. Your money to show you. He said, your money, tua pecunia. So remember, you see, this together, right? Your money is in saculo, in the sack, davi of David, of Davus. So he gave you all the things we learned from the old chapters. That's why I say that's important to remember. And one sentence, and to show you how you can make out that sentence no matter where these things at in the sentence. And will always be in front of saculo though. No matter what you switch this up, and gonna be in front of saculo, because that's what make it saculo. In saculo, dawi, in the sack of Davus. And in this line, he used accusative. Davus habet. So you already know Davus have, and wherever you have going to be in the accusative. What does he have? And he have your money. Tuam pecuniam. Talking to the master, telling him he has your money, accusing him. Audi dawe medus te accusat. So Amelia says, hey, listen, Dawi, here, Davus, listen, Davus, medus accusing you. Taylor. Quem medus accusat me? Whom medus accuse? Me? Take mede. Servus qui servum accusat in probus est. Shut up, medus. A servant who accuses a servant is dishonest. Medus tacit. Medus shuts up. Julius davum non accusat sed interrogat eum. Julius does not accuse Davus, but interrogates him. I'll ask him, Esne pecunia mea en sacolo tu dawe? Is my money in your sack, Dawes? So you see, even me saying that in English, they put it in kind of like English form for you, and they still sound like I saying what I saying in English kind of. Even when I say in Milan, Esne pecunia mea en sacolo tu dawe? En sacolo meo non es pecunia tua domine. And the sack, in your sack, in my sack, there's not your money, Domini. It's not your money in my sack, Domini. Ubi es saculus tuus? Where's your sack? Hikis is here. Eke saculus meus. Here is my sack. Look at my sack. Saculum tuum in mensa pone. Put your sack on the table. Pone. And N could mean on or in based off the context. You'll know automatically like I just did this now. In mensa, you know it's about can't put nothing in the table. So that only can mean really on the table. Mensa. And he also in the same form of in sacolo, but it's in the it's a feminine word, so it's not o, it's a in mensa. And every other word that you put something on or in, or you're going in something, you're talking about anything, it's gonna be in that form ablative. Like in the Roman Empire, in Imperio Romano. Hold on. Okay, I had to break these videos in half. If you got an iPhone, you know why you record. Can't record too long. Let's continue. Dawu saculum sum in mensa ponit. Dawes puts her sack on the table. And you say, put your sack, tuum saculum, saculum suum, her sack. Yam saculus eus in mensa es. Now her sack is on the table. So you see, is it different? This is like, yeah. No, it's the verb es and the verb ponit that changes that. It's like saying the sack of hers. Eius. Julius baculum sum in mensa ponit. Julius puts his sack and his cane or stick. That's what the masters used to have back in the day. They keep servants in check. There's that little part at the end. A whole lot of heads get busted open with that. Or we still use that as a cane today. You got the aim with the fuss sometimes on it. So he puts his baculum on the table. Not saculum. I don't even know why I say that. Baculum, stick. Baculum domini in mensa es. The stick of the master is on the table. Vide in saculum meo nulla pecunia is. Look, in the sack, in my sack, there's no coin, there's no money. Nulla pecunia is. Julius nullam pecunia videt in sacolo. Julius don't see money in his sack. In the sack. Julius sees no money in his sack. In the sack. In sacolo davi nulli numi sunt. In the sack of Davus are no coins. Nulli numi. Saculus eius vacus est. And his sack is vacant or empty. Vacus, where we get the word vacant from, or vacuum, empty, and they put the word hus in there, and his sack eius, saculus eius vacus est. And again, it's also the same as this in a different way. Davus pecunia domini non habet. Davus does not have the money of the master. Or Davus bonus servus est. Or Davus is a good servant. Pecunia meam non habet. He doesn't have my money. Ecce numus tuus dawe. Look, 10. Look, your money. Your coins, Davus. Julius unum numum ponit in sacolo dawe. Julius puts ponit unum numum, one coin, in sacolo, in the sack, dawe, of Davus. Yam saculus davi non es vacus, and saculo eius es unus numus. Now in the sack of Davus, now the sack of Davus is not empty, vacus. In his sack, in saculo eius es unus numus, one coin. Davus laetus est. Davus is happy. Sume saculum tuum et discede bone serve. Pick up, sume, take or get, saculum tuum, your sack, et discede, and leave, bone serve, good servant. Davus saculum suum sumit et discedit. Davus picks up, sumit, his sack, saculum suum, et discedit, and leaves. Medus baculum quod in mensa est videt. Medus stick, which is on the table, he sees. Medus sees the stick which is on the table. See, I said that wrong based off grammar, because medus baculum would be medi bacula. So yeah, medus baculum quod in mensa videt. Medus, who sees the stick which is on the table. Medus quoque discedet. Medus also leaves. Cor discedet medus. Why Medus leaves. Medus discedet, quia is pecuniam domini in saculo suo habet. Medus leave because he has habit. His master, he has money, the money of his master in his sack. So Medus discedet, quia is us. That will confuse me for a second. But again, no matter where he put that word order, you're still gonna make this out. Quia is pecuniam domini in saculo suo habet. That's why he leave, because he's stealing. Davus et Medus absunt. Davus and Medus is absent. Are absent. Personae, the actors in this one, Julius and Amelia. I think it's the last part. Davus bonus servus est. Davus, a good servant. Is non habet pecuniam meam. He don't have my money. Non habet pecuniam meam, my money. Se ubi est pecuniam mea mede. But where's my money, Medus? Quis pecuniam mea habet? Who has my money? Medus not responded. Medus don't respond. Ubi est Medus? Where's Medus? Cor not responded. Why he doesn't respond? Medus Amelia dicit. Medus non responded, quia abes nullus servus ades. Medus don't respond because he's absent. No servant is here. Or none of the servants is here. Are here. No, is here. Ades. The servant is not here. Julius Medum vocat. Julius calls Medus. Mede, veni. Medus, come. Se Medus, qui abes, eum non audit, neque venit. But Medus, who is absent, doesn't hear him. And again, you see, that's a good example too. We say is for hers, and eum for him. And it, just like in English, we say hers and him, or he and him. Those the same things, but in different forms. One is subject, and one is the accusative, even in English. But you know, we don't get to wait till you get to high school English before they start even explaining out what these things is, these grammatical terms. So you learn it English grammar also when you learn this on a higher level. Julius Rossus vocat. Julius calls again. Mede, veni, improbe, servi. Medus, come, dishonest servant. Medus non venit. Medus don't come. Cor non venit Medus. Why doesn't Medus come? Why Medus don't come? Amelia digit. Medus non venit. Medus don't come. Quia is habet pecuniam tuam, because he have your money. Eius saculos non est vacus. Hers. So he say he, now hers. So they definitely trying to push this personal pronoun in this. Her sack is not empty. He saculos non est vacus. Amelia ridet. Amelia laugh. Julius Eratus es non ridet. Julius is mad. He don't laugh. Ubi es baculum meum. Where's my stick? She's still laughing. Julius baculum quod in mensa es non videt. And Julius don't see her stick, which is on the table. They ain't tricked me this time. And I know they trying to trick you because they don't really talk like that. Like, you don't really talk like that in English either. Like, they actually writing poetry. The ecce baculum in mensa. Look, I media dike. Baculum, the stick, in mensa. It's on the table. Julius baculum sum sumit et descedit. Julius picks up his stick. Sumit. Baculum sum, a stick, it discarded and leaves. So that's the end of this chapter. I'll see you in the next one. Walete.